Well, Renee, it's always been assumed that the skull found back in 1979 belonged to Samilla Stewart, a woman who disappeared after her car crashed into the Santiam River 5 years earlier. Thanks to DNA testing, her family now has the answers they've been looking for the past 3 decades. With very few clues, sheriff's detectives pieced together the identity of a skull found near the site of a 1974 car wreck on the Santiam Highway.
It can be pretty challenging for investigators to track that down on where to even start.
On December 13, 1974, 36-year-old Samilla Stewart packed up her 1960 Chevy Impala and headed out Highway 20 to take her brother lunch at a mill near Cascadia, but she never made it. 3 days passed before authorities found the car in the river. It isn't clear what caused the car to go off the highway.
Some of the old reports didn't really say, but I figured it was icy.
Crews hauled the car from the water, but Stewart's body was gone.
When they pulled it out, the windshield was broke out, the back windows broke out.
Police combed nearby riverbanks.
And right in that area is pretty steep and pretty fast. And they also drifted the river in a drift boat.
The search turned up nothing, then a break in the case in April 1979. 2 fishermen make quite the discovery 1.5 miles from the crash site.
In a sandbar, they found a skull.
But without dental records, the case went cold. That's until a new team decided to take a fresh look at the cold case and took a chance with DNA technology.
We had an idea who this was. We had the skull.
With DNA samples from Stewart's children, everything was sent to a lab. The results came back last month confirming the skull belongs to Stewart.
That was pretty surreal. I always knew that it was her, and I never had any doubts.
Stewart's son, Mike, still lives in the area and drives by the crash site often. While the journey has been long and at times slow, he's grateful for the final piece to this cold case puzzle.
To bring that final piece of closure.
Now, the rest of Stewart's remains have never been found. The skull will be placed at a family plot in Woodburn. The family is planning a service later this month. Renee?